McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
And welcome back to St. Charles East High School. We're here for the third day of the Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament, the 66th annual. And before we get started, let's shout out our favorite season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's.
Yeah, Nate, special thanks to our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud sponsor to our community since 1967. Stop by one of the 35 area McDonald's restaurants today.
And I've got a new member in the booth here with me. Rocco Peters was there for the first two games I did. And setting up for East Aurora and Plainfield North, I got Joey Vallis in the booth with me. Joey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Nate. Ready for some basketball. Can't wait to watch these two teams go head-to-head here. We're going to have a good game tonight.
It should be. I mean, this East Aurora team, they've had a rough stretch these past few years, but, I mean, if they can get something going, like they beat St. Charles East, who's historically a pretty good basketball team. And, I mean, a lot of the times they're the ones who end up winning the tournament.
Yeah, they were extremely good the other night. Moved the ball well. Definitely put up a good amount of points. St. Charles East is not an easy team to beat. They've been historically good, I would say. East Aurora definitely been playing good this year. I wasn't in the booth for that one, but I was here in the building. Yeah, it was a good game to watch. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, so have a lot of the games this tournament. I mean, we saw. If you're Plainfield North, you played probably, I'd say, the best team in the tournament, other than maybe East Aurora from what we've seen. I mean, Plainfield has also looked really good, and Wheaton as well. But as we get ready for the national anthem right here at St. Charles East High School.
At this time, will you please rise as we honor America with the pointing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
And as always, a great national anthem as we check another one of our many favorite season sponsors.
Yeah, the beginning of this game is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned, it's express buying online made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com today.
Great job, Joey. So, as I was talking about just before the national anthem, Plainfield North, they probably played one of the better teams in the tournament in Schaumburg. I mean, they've got guys like Cam Anderson and Tony Horton, who's probably played better than almost anyone I've seen other than maybe AJ Miller, and got the great guy number 23 on Wheaton. But if you're Plainfield North, their coach, he clearly did not like what he saw last night. He's pretty much completely flipped the starting lineup on its head. Tommy Potts did great off the bench. He's getting the starting nod, as well as Judah Calvig. You see Bonas and Trillo not starting in tonight's game.
Yeah, we saw Tommy Potts have a great game yesterday. Put up a lot of points, was very active on the court, stole a lot. I watched him. I was actually on one of the cameras for that game. I was on him a lot of the night. So we're definitely going to watch him today, see if he has a good game. I believe he probably will.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's only 6 feet tall, but, I mean, as a sophomore, he gives a lot of effort, makes a lot of big plays that you wouldn't see him do. I mean, you saw him block Tony Horton last night, which was a huge play, and you just don't see that very often at all.
You do, and that's what coaches want to see.
And there he is right there, Tommy Potts. He was probably one of the better players. It was a tough game yesterday for Jacob Winnick. The biggest thing for his coach when I talked to him, he said that they want to get his mid-range jumper going. This team is not a three-point shooting identity team. They like to drive inside and get easy shots. They don't want to be forcing everything. The only guy he said one of the biggest guys that they trust in this team shooting the ball is Carson Miller, and he said if he can get going, this whole team will get going really well. That's number 30 right there. And Barabal, clearly the captain of this team, took the most shots by far, but he was a little bit afraid to shoot the basketball last night. And then you see here Ryan Robinson. Joey, what did you see from him? Or did you see him a lot come up on Monday night's game?
Yeah, Monday night's game, Ryan Robertson, he was a little slow off the bat. Shooting was a little off, I would say, for him. He's usually a pretty good shooter around the arc, inside. But hopefully we see him get going tonight, see some good shots from him. I think we're going to have a pretty down-low game tonight, especially as we were talking about with Plainfield North. Lack of shooting, and maybe not a lack of shooting, but just a different style of play, a little less shooting. Well, a lot of teams these days, you see big shooters. They're not one of those teams, and there's definitely different styles of basketball, and at the end of the day, it's what gets the job won, what gets the game won. So
yeah, when I talked to Coach Contreras for this roster, I mean, he was absolutely fired up. He wanted this team. When I asked him, he just said, we want to win this whole thing and not make it close, because they already said that they got one of the hardest things out of the way. I mean, they should definitely be able to get this done for East Aurora. And Plainfield North, their coach, they just really want to leave yesterday in the past completely. It was a tough loss for sure, but you got to accept you played one of the better teams in the tournament, and you pretty much have to go in this game with a whole new mindset.
Well, and hopefully you're better for it. Hopefully you see that team, you see what the competition is. Usually you're gonna come out the next game firing. That's for sure.
That is definitely a good one there. All right, we get just set for. This is the 6th game of the tournament here on the 3rd day at the 66th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. Already quickly moving the ball, driving inside. Robinson got it poked away by Winnick. Good first possession. Potts going all the way. Lots of defenders around him. And I believe it's going to be a call on the first offensive play of the game for Plainfield North.
Yeah, you see Tommy Potts right there. See him driving the hoop right off the bat. We knew we were going to see an aggressive game for him today, and I think we're already going to see that. So we'll see what he can do here with these free throws.
Doesn't have all that size, but he loves driving inside. It's one of the strongest parts of his game. And clearly the free throw shooting as well. He didn't miss many of those last night. Second one coming for Potts. And it's going to be stuck. We've got a wedge early. I haven't seen this many times in the tournament, if at all.
I think this is the first time. First time tonight. So you see him go 1 for 2 there on his free throws. Put 1 point on the board for the Tigers.
Good start, but I believe since East Aurora won the jump, they are already going to have possession based off that. Is this just a jump ball? Ball with it. Now Winnick. They set up a 3. Ooh, that could have been nearly stolen by Robinson. That was close. Miller. Good defense being played here by East Aurora. Winnick stuck on the top wing. Potts has got it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds. Potts is going to have to take a deep shot if he gets it off in time. That'll be a shot clock violation. Let's hope everything working well, that shot clock actually works tonight.
Yes, yeah, we saw last night. I believe it was all 3 games yesterday were without a shot clock.
We've been having
a lot of issues with the clock here, and you see the ball stolen there.
Another steal. Both these teams not having the best ball control early in this one. And it's nearly poked away. It is poked away. Robinson on Winnick. Easy left hand lay and a nice bucket there for Ryan Robinson.
It's going to be the name of the game tonight. It's going to be defense, defense, defense. You're going to see a lot of stolen balls. You're already seeing it already. For sure.
Bar ball, Potts thought about it. We know this team doesn't love shooting the 3 ball other than Carson Miller for the most part, but you might have to when you're being given them like that. That one gets away from Potts, and it's a rough start so far. Already 2 early turnovers for Jacob Winnick.
East Aurora is playing incredible defense right now. They are pushing them to the outside. They know their game. I think they already know what's going to happen here.
You can tell they're fully content with letting him shoot the ball. And there's a nice block from Baraball. That's going to be last touch by Potts.
See an inbound here for East Aurora.
Take a look at that. Nice play by Baraball, and that, I mean, his foot was on the line. So yeah, pretty clear call there.
See, I think Plainfield's coach was discussing something with the refs there.
They got it sorted out. Inbound coming. They get it up top. Nice play by Barball. Can he get a lay? He's got to watch out for Robinson from behind. And that's exactly what happens. What in the world is going on? Robinson fading away and in. What opportunity! And that's just, okay, when you're taught to foul in high school basketball, get your money's worth. Don't just give him a shove in the back and make it an easy lay. That's just not a smart foul from Judah Kalvik at that point.
Yeah, Robinson has an incredible game already, and we are only a few minutes into the game here. I think that's 3 stolen balls already.
Yeah, he's been big. A lot of turnovers early for this Plainfield North team, and it just dug a deep hole for them against Schaumburg, and the same thing is happening in this one. Offensive rebound, nice block there. We'll say East Aurora, they're not afraid to shoot the ball, but they're just taking shots they don't need to. And that was nearly another turnover for Jacob Winnick.
Yeah, we see this Plainfield team really needs to get the ball down low. Again, we talked about their game, different style of game, and I think the Tomcats right now are really getting the best of them.
That was definitely close to being over and back as they thought the Barball did not have full possession of the ball. 12-on-12 action. And it's stolen again by Robinson. Sprinting out, a hop step, and they're going to call a travel on it. It was a little close, but I think he took a big hop.
That would have been incredible. Another steal and another almost coast-to-coast for him. Ooh,
that looks like 2 steps and just a hop step, but... And whenever high school referees, especially for high school basketball, they see a flashy move, they're going to call a travel most of the time because they're not professional referees. They don't know as much as you would think that they do. And this timeout is brought to you by
Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating and cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes.
I will say, for Plainfield North, one strong thing is that you've completely kept Caston Cross in the dark. I'm pretty sure he had a big night on Monday night.
He did, yeah. And, early here, we look at this game and we see more of a defensive battle. We're a few minutes into the game now, low scoring, but honestly, I think it's more in the Tomcats' favor here.
I would definitely say that for sure, but if Plainfield North could just get a nice run going, they really couldn't get any big run going against Schaumburg. Every time they scored, they ratcheted right back, and it's clear, East Aurora, they have not taken the best of shots. They've turned the ball over about 1 or 2 times. The problem is Plainfield North has turned the ball over 3 times that.
I don't even think it's the best of shots. I think it's a lack of shots.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many shots from him. I think the only drive that we've seen so far is Tommy Potts' drive on that first play of the game.
That's for sure. Winnick is in a prison at the moment, trying to get something going. Nearly another steal for Robinson. When you're making that big of a move, you should be able to get a layup because he's fully committing to it and hitting the floor hard as Winnick. No foul called. I will say the defense from Jameer Malone early in this one has just been unreal.
Whole East Aurora defense is doing incredible right now. Very well coached. You can see they're disciplined.
Oh, That's a great play drawn up. It just goes right off the chin of Barball. I think he had an easy lay right there. Maybe a block from behind, but other than that, that's a tough one. Drew up just how, it pretty much set up exactly how the coach probably drew it up.
Tyrone Evans just checked into the game. Junior from East Aurora. Stolen there.
Barball, oh my goodness! The effort from Ryan Robinson in this, I mean, in these first 3 minutes have just been absolutely impeccable. Oh my.
Wow.
What a play. No one able to get anything going on this offense. Not a single made field goal for Plainfield North. Driving inside and a beautiful left hand. That was a pretty shot from Carson Miller.
Took his time getting inside.
That might be the first time I've seen him drive all tournament. He did not do that at all last night. See what the talk is about here. Please don't be the shot clock. Believe not.
Oh. It just went off. We're looking at him right now over the hoops. It just went off. The refs are over at the table right now. Oh, brother.
I mean, I get you want the shot clock, but at some point, it might just have to be a guy screaming, counting down from 35 every single play.
You saw East Aurora's coach there, Coach Contreras. He was drilling in the Robinson, and I don't know why. He's having a great game right now. Maybe he saw something defensively that we didn't see.
I mean, he is, the one thing I will say is he either hyping him up, or you could also see the fact that maybe he's committing too much on these plays, because he is, if he doesn't get these steals, it's wide open baskets for Plainfield North. And when you make that big of a change, it could really leave your team in the dust. And yep, we're having a break because of, guess what? The shot clock.
It's been the story of this tournament. I think it's been a little bit more interesting than maybe some of the games we've had here. I don't understand why we keep trying. Every day we try with it. It seems like we're going to get it fixed, and then we don't.
And hi there. This is, Joey, I mean, this has been an interesting game so far, but this is your first game you've called since, I believe, last tournament, Hinkle Holiday Classic last year.
Yep.
How does it feel to be back here?
It feels great, Nate. Feels great. You know, you're a good friend of mine. Always love calling games with you in the booth. You know, it's not, one of my main things that I do, but, always love to get back into it and get back up here. So
yeah, you're kind of like a Swiss Army knife here at the Beacon Academy. You do pretty much everything. Oh, and who else to do a Wise Guys reader than Joey Vallis himself? His dad, of course, runs the place.
So for the best pizza in town, it's Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out their new online improved ordering system at IamAWiseGuy.com and see their catering menu online for parties or any occasion. It's all there at IamAWiseGuy.com. Definitely say I would recommend it to anyone in the area.
And if he's recommending it, I don't think there's a better recommendation you could get.
So we're going to get back here. It looks like we got the shot clock back for the time being. I wouldn't count on it staying around, Nate.
I'm surprised they're leaving it up. Robinson with it, working on Potts. Once again, they're quickly moving the ball.
Got double coverage there.
Sea of black jerseys, but you have a wide open man. They're jumping in, but you got to try to make some extra passes. And yeah, Potts going to get caught to being a little too handsy there. That's going to be his first foul of the game. Take a look here.
Yeah, he's got his arms wrapped around him right there. Held him up a
Yeah,
little bit.
Just, you can't be that handsy in high school basketball. They're going to call it every time. 5:13 to play. Defensive game early is what we saw. And the clocks are off again.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Plainfield North's coach is being very vocal from the sideline there. Probably saying something to Potts there about that foul. I'm sure he talked about defense in the huddle there while we had that timeout there for the clock. Inbound here.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I just heard the ref say we're going to go no shot clock. That one goes off the foot and somehow gets a lucky roll, but stolen away. Carson Miller gives it back. Somehow a black jersey is there, but it's going to be down and down and back. That was pretty close, I'd say. Barball was like right near the marker. Let's see here.
I think he stepped out there actually.
And no, I think he got it off.
Did he get it off? He may have gotten it off.
But his feet were both behind the line, but the ball's in front of it. I don't really know how that works. It's a little bit close for sure.
Good call there by the
ref. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Robinson pretty much the only guy to get any offense going by either of these teams. Maybe Carson Miller driving in on two black jerseys. It's going to be a travel call Probably didn't get the pivot foot. I didn't see a lot there, though.
No, me neither.
Under the 5-minute mark, the Tomcats leading by 1. And you hear the defensive chants. It's been all about the defense early in this one. Bar ball. Fakes it. Good job. Calvig. 3-point attempt. Potts off the mark. He's left him short all tournament. Can't get away from that. And stolen by Barball. Stops. Potts kicks. Winnick 3. Well off the mark. Now pushing up the floor of the Tomcats. Multiple black jerseys there. Nearly a carry. Driving inside. Got a wide open man in the corner. Instead goes over 2 defenders. Winnick with the rebound. That's where you just take what the defense is giving you. You got a wide open man in the corner there. That's a tough break for them for sure. Nice pass from Miller. Gets it to the corner. Calvig the 3. Can he get a bounce? No. Offensive rebound. Barball. No. Another rebound. No. What in the world? And it will finally be Tomcats ball.
Wow, that was a crazy sequence there. We're finally seeing them getting a little bit more down low. And like we talked about at the beginning, as part of their game, we're going to see a replay here from Custom Heating and Cooling. That ball just dribbled around up there for what felt like forever.
That was just unlucky, and Barball could just not find a way to get that into the bottom of the hoop.
3 chances there.
And active hands by Potts. Probably thought that it touched Robinson's hands. Could have been close. If we can get another look at that, that'd be awesome. We're at the 3:53 mark in this one.
But in a situation like that, you're going to see one of those fall, at some point. If you have that play,
sure.
if you have that play, 10 times, 8 times out of 10, I would say one of those is going to fall in there. So as long as Plainfield North keeps doing that, they're going to be set.
And you take that possession every day of the week.
Absolutely.
You got good shot attempts up there. I mean, Winnick was confident shooting that 3. I mean, it was not a bad possession whatsoever.
No, I think it definitely took a little talking to, but
Robinson, nice move, gets it down low, wide open man, and he's gonna. He didn't even come close to getting those feet set. He pretty much just walked. He did a walking step back.
He did hit a little walking step back there. See that in the NBA a lot, and sometimes it doesn't even get called.
They don't call anything in the NBA unless you're not a well-known player. If you're LeBron, you're getting every call. That of course does not matter here though, and see an early exit for Calvig, Bonas. Looking around, Chirillo and Calvig both in the game. Miller driving. Bennett, great defense, takes the mid-range shot off the mark. And I believe they're going to get him with the hand on his back. Foul called on, it's number 20. It's Behringer, the 6'4 junior.
See Robinson getting taken out there.
Definitely going to be happy with his production early in this one. Checking in for them, number 24. That is Christopher Tang. That's a fun last name, Tang. Driving on Potts. Pretty much the whole offense has been Robinson so far, trying to set up everything, and they just haven't been able to get much going. Tomcats driving inside, blocked by Miller. That's his second of the game. Taking it right back. Jump ball. That's going to go back to the Tomcats. Paxton Cross, he's starting to get something going here, or trying to, that is. You see here, what defense, and just no chance whatsoever
nice
for
block
Cross.
There. You still see the score here, 4-3.
3-minute mark. Many didn't see 7 combined points. Most of these games have actually been pretty offensively surprisingly. And there's another and one opportunity. See, that's those momentum plays. That's big for East Aurora and Plainfield North yet to have anything like that.
Yeah, we've seen 2 and 1s so far in the game. Obviously when you can get those 3 points from a play there, you can take those all day.
He's a freshman, Christopher Tang. That is definitely surprising for sure. 2:56 to play. That one is good. 7-3 lead for the Tomcats. Plainfield North's got to get something going now. Boyd pushing up the floor. Potts is out of the game. Winnick's looking for something. They get it down low, wide open layup, nice and easy. Nearly lost it, but it's finally a good possession and a good answer. Behringer doing it. Cross, fakes, 3-point attempt. Off the mark. Rebound for the Tomcats. Nice moves. Winnick pushing up the floor. Needs a man to miss. He's got Boyd in the wing. Looking around, nearly stolen. See, that's what happens when you dart like that, you leave an open three. Carson Miller off the mark, offensive rebound. We'll say Tomcats getting out-hustled on the glass badly right now. No jump ball call there. Pushing up the floor, Cass driving inside on Miller, spin move and an easy lay.
What a move.
What a job for Caston Cross.
Caston Cross has been in the game since the beginning. Definitely good choice there, starting him today. He's had a good game so far. Very good defensively, very good offensively.
Jacob Winnick looking for something. Ooh, he nearly left 32 in the dust. Miller driving inside, multiple defenders and an easy lay. Carson Miller, one of the few bright spots on this Plainfield North roster, and he's looked good early in this one. He's driving, which I barely saw at all last night. That one gets away from him, had an open man on the wing, goes off the hands of Cross.
See Robinson checking back in here, along with Bryson Chandler. Chandler, the junior, and Robinson, obviously we've talked a lot about him today already, the senior.
Bryson Chandler is an absolute unit. Look at the muscles on him. Wow. He definitely can get down low and absolutely punish someone. And going to be foul called down low. They call a lot of loose ball fouls. I'm very surprised with that. Eric Bonas a little confused there. That's going to go against Tang.
Inbound here for Plainfield.
Looking to get something going. They do have a wide open man, was Boyd, but it's poked away by who else? Ryan Robinson. Beautiful pass, nice and easy. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Jackson Perez, the 5'8" senior, taking the charge.
Another steal there you see on the screen right now.
See what happens here.
Ooh, that was...
Yeah, that was...
He had the ball off already. I think he was trying to miss him more than hit him.
But technically, it was in the zone, and when you fall like that, a lot of times they'll give it to you. But I'm pretty surprised by that one. I don't think he was anywhere near in qualifications for that. Got to watch Robinson from behind, and just doesn't come to the ball. I think that wasn't even a bad pass. He just got to come to the ball at that point. Behringer not able to.
Would have liked to see that a little higher from him there. But yeah, it was the right idea. He definitely had the right idea there.
For sure. Sea of black jerseys, that was not the right idea. And going to be a foul call on Behringer, I believe.
I think that may have been actually Carson Miller, if I'm not
If
mistaken.
Miller got called on it, I'm very surprised by that, because that ball ended up flying into his hands.
Yeah, I think it did. Either way.
Tang, 2 free throws coming. He made his first, and he makes another. He's off to a good start in this game. Already 4 points. The foul, the foul was against Behringer. He's got 2 early fouls in this one. Minute 1 left here in the first. Second free throw coming for Tang. Pardon me, what'd you say?
I was going to say Carson Miller checked out there.
Yeah, surprising for that. And what a hustle play right there. That's a coach's dream. Yoram Horta just sends it very hard off of a Tomcat's foot, or a Tiger's foot.
We got 3 subs coming in here for the Tomcats.
Some pretty familiar faces.
Oh yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of rotation tonight. He's going to be flipping them through, giving his guys rests. You know, we see 10-7 score here. The Tomcats up.
Cross working on Behringer, runs into a sea of black bodies, and I think they're either going to call an offensive foul or I believe that's an offensive foul. I'm pretty surprised by that. See if he maybe extends his arm, or does he flirt with the out of bounds line? Nope. All right. 55 seconds to play. We're under the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter. Gavin Boyd ignores the screen from Bonas. Looking around, Perez with it now. Trying to get something going. I love to see number 21 in the game, Alfalaju. He had a phenomenal end in the last night's game, and I love to see him coming in early in this one.
Yeah, we saw him have a good game the other night. Definitely could be a game changer tonight in the game.
That would be big. 2 free throws coming. I believe that's because, wow, both teams are in the bonus. That you don't see that many times in the first quarter of a ball game. Perez is first, off the mark. I mean, that's been the story. Honestly, because Plainfield North, they've got 7 points. Tomcats have 10, but Tomcats have just shot the ball better at the line.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've seen 4 attempts at free throws here. And
that's another miss.
Seeing 3 out of 4 of those drops. So Definitely got to drop your free throws here. That's 0 for 2.
Thought about it. You've got Robinson. Down low, you have a man. Instead, thought about it. Driving inside, layup. Can't get the friendly bounce. Goes away. Who's got it? Somehow the Tomcats have it, I think. And they're going to call a foul. I thought that he was just on the out-of-bounds line. That's going to be more free throws because they're in the bonus. Shooting them will be Brendan Hips. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that's definitely an interesting call for sure. 19-5 to play in the first. Hips.
Jameer Malone, actually, 32.
Oh, yeah. That one is good. They had Hips at the line earlier, and then they switched it out. I think because it was a loose ball foul. Definitely surprised by that. Perez comes out of the game. Winnick is back in. Carson Miller also ready to check back in, and they do just that. Out goes Bonus.
Coach is trying to do something here with these 19 seconds, checking Carson Miller back in, maybe see if we can get a shot off from him, work it down low.
I'd love to see a play drawn up for Afalaji, who's their best three-point shooter. I mean, he only shot about 4 of them, but he made, I think, 3. He had a great game. Quiet, like 12, 13 points for them off the bench.
Full court press here from the Tomcats.
Good workout. You saw that a lot with what the defense of Plainfield North is doing. Winnick, good defense, lets him in the dust. Three-pointer, Miller, yes! What a shot for Miller! And the clock begins to keep on running. And how about Joey calling that one out? And look at this move. Winnick left him in the dust, perfect pass, and nothing but nylon for Carson Miller.
Carson Miller, what a shot there. Good way to end the quarter there from Plainfield North. Only down by 1 here. We've seen, you know, I would like to talk about East Aurora right here. We saw a crazy defensive game from them early, but we're still within 1 here. So we went on and on about the steals from Robinson. You know, those were all good, but are they really converting as much as they could be?
I mean, that is true because they're only up by 1 in this game despite, I mean, the turnover game. It shouldn't even be remotely close. But I honestly think Plainfield North, the stat sheet, the score would not tell you this. I think they've played better offense than East Aurora. I
think they have too, yeah. I think percentage-wise, they definitely have. We've definitely seen more time spent down on offense for the Tomcats. But yeah, percentage-wise, I think Plainfield North's playing a better game. And you know, I'm surprised at that because East Aurora, I've seen right now, they have a deep team.
Yeah,
a lot of their players are playing very well. We're seeing great hustle from them this entire game so far. You know, like I said, it's just a little surprising the score that we have right now.
But you saw there on that last play, Winnick, he just caught Jameer Malone just playing way too much of a close defense and left him in the dust and got an easy shot. If Plainfield North can take advantage of that, because you can tell Robinson, he's made some big moves to jump out, but if he doesn't get that, that leads to really open shots, and it could lead to a lot of points for this Tigers roster.
Yeah, we've seen.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, we've seen wide open men that Plainfield North has not capitalized on. You see it's drive there.
Oh my! I don't know what he thought he had there. Great defense from Malone. Winnick gonna get blocked.
Slid into our cameraman down there. Hope he didn't knock him over.
Miller looking around and just, I mean, he had to dump it off. He was avoiding the 5-second violation. Ends up turning the ball over. Malone trying to go coast to coast. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. Miller, gonna be a jump ball. That was a quick jump ball call. I think he maybe had it for like half a second.
I think so too. We may have even seen a foul called there. We got checking into the game right now. We got number 22.
I don't know why it's Tomcats ball. I'm pretty sure that they got the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Looking around, they get it to Robinson. Robinson driving, kicking wide open. Man, what a pass! And missed opportunity, offensive rebound, doesn't get the bounce, another offensive rebound, and finally they got some points. Caston Cross doing the dirty work.
Plainfield North has to get these defensive rebounds here and stop East Aurora from getting these offensive ones because it's killing them right now. That was 3 chances there they had.
Wide open man, you gotta make this. Oh, that's a tough miss for Plainfield North. I mean, you can tell they're fine letting them shoot the 3 ball, which many teams don't in today's day and era. And there's another great layup for Caston Cross.
What a pass there, no looker.
facilitating this offense perfectly. This one gets away, bar ball, looking. I mean, someone's got to cut to the basket. Look how many white jerseys there are. Boyd's got it. And I think they're going to call a foul. Wow, I think, pretty sure Gavin Boyd needs a suitcase for the trip he took. Yeah, it's going to be a travel. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, he did. He took that travel before he got hit in the back there.
Yeah, no, the foul, obviously clear, but I'm pretty sure he took a vacation to Cabo before that.
Sure, we would like that today. We got a cold day here.
Oof,
brutal out there. We got 37-mile-an-hour winds in Chicagoland today.
And just goes right into a black jersey. Doesn't go well. Shocker. Jacob Winnick working on Malone. Screen coming, ignores it. Deep three, doesn't even think about it. Potts wide open. Big time shot, they need it. Can't get it. Offensive rebound, no. Now Malone pushing up the floor. Cross, pass inside, and another missed layup. Down low and another great play. They've got a wide open man cross on the wing. Instead they go down low, and finally Jason Moore gets the bounce that he wanted and gets a layup.
What a sequence there for the Tomcats. That's, again, what we saw with the hustle that I talked about. You know, they're hustling a little bit more. We're seeing working it down low.
6-0 run to start the second quarter. Potts driving, kicking, bar ball, they need it, and it's going to be a foul called on Moore.
They've got one 3-point that has actually gone in right now, Nate.
They've taken significantly more than East Aurora.
Oh, yeah. I think I've probably seen about 5 or 6 shots taken, and that's not a good stat there. 1 for 5 or 6. Yeah, that's the name of the game right there.
And that just shows that they're fine letting him shoot the three, but that time you close out a little too hard, and now Barbell, he hits these 3 free throws. They end the 6-0 run. Not over yet.
You know, again, those free throws you have to hit. You got to hit them.
I mean, the charity stripe is where you can win and lose games, and so far, I think Plainfield North has won for maybe like 6 or 7, and then you've got East Aurora, who's like, I think 3 for 4, 5 of 6. They've been very consistent at the line.
And, you know, that's the name of the game. They could be extremely close right now, probably as close as we saw them at the end of that first quarter, but instead we got a 7-point spread here.
Will he go 0 for 3? Yes, he will. That's a tough trip to the line. You needed your points there. Cross. Looking around. Wide open man is Malone. They swing it to him. Thought about it. Uses the screen. Good ball movement from East Aurora. Cross. Gets it down low. Malone. No. And they're going to call a foul. I think it's going to be on the floor on Winnick. And no, they're going to call it in the air, so it's probably going to go against Barball. Let's see what happens here. I mean, you got wrapped around him as Winnick. And then obviously pretty clear foul there, Barball.
Very clear foul, and you'll see if he can pick up these 2
more. I mean, this has been a clinic at the line so far for the Tomcats. 5:28 to play here in the second. That one is good as well. You cannot let this game get away from you just because of the free throws. If you're Plainfield North, you've had good shot attempts. Take advantage of them and put them in the bottom of the basket. Wide open, Potts, they need it, and they finally get one to fall. I mean, if that isn't, we'll let you shoot the 3, I don't know what is. I mean, there wasn't even a single guy near him. What a pass down low, and that was, that's how you get benched if you take those kind of lays.
Wow. I mean, I think I saw the idea there. He was going for a reverse, but, you know, if that would have gone in, it would have been crazy.
Oh, he would have gotten all the praise in the world, but because of that, you could see the coach visibly upset. And, wow, Cross is actually going to come out of the game after that. I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. High school basketball coaches are absolutely ruthless.
They are. And, you know, sometimes that shows. You know, he's definitely a hard coaching coach, you know, but his team is well disciplined.
Wide open man is Potts again. Winnick, I mean, I'm not. He did it last night against Schaumburg. I thought he was going to do a behind the back pass to a wide open man there, but didn't see him. But 2 free throws coming. Can they finally? Oh no, that's going to be an inbound. Sorry. 4:55 to play. Tomcats lead 19-13. A bucket would be big for the program. Winnick. Trying to get it to Potts, can't. Miller, 3! No offensive rebound. And that's going to be a travel. You just got to, You got to get that ball and just come down low with it or immediately pass it away.
Yeah.
He keeps on getting these boards, but, I mean,
Yep.
that when you have 2 white jerseys around you, you're going to get that ball taken away from you, or just it's not going to go well if you don't get rid of it in the next half second.
Pointless travel there. You know, that should have been at least another chance at points there. You know, we still see them down by 6.
Playing off significantly. Yeah, Wennick's going to let him shoot, and it's well off the mark, and they're going to call a loose ball foul. 12-on-12 crime going to go against Barball. That is his first, maybe his second.
We could see a team going into the bonus once again.
Yep, that's his second. Team's third. Inbound coming here for the Tomcats. See if they've got a good play drawn up. They've got the, they did just that. Looking around, driving, wide open man on the wing. Doesn't see him. There's a 3-point attempt. Well off the mark, but it goes right in. It's going to count as an assist.
We'll say that was a pass, an arced pass there.
That's definitely what he meant to do,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Wennick with it. Now Potts thought about it. They're hesitant to shoot the 3-ball. Wennick, and he just walked with it. That's just a really tough break there. I mean, he's clearly in his head early in this one.
Yeah, I could see how, you know, if I was playing in this game, East Aurora would definitely be getting in my head right now.
Oh, yeah.
They've been playing an insane defensive game. You know, they're tough on you. They're close to you on defense. You have no space to work, and, you know, it shows. It shows right now.
And I will say, if you're Wennick, don't let all these turnovers get yourself down. You've been a good offensive player. Just avoid the turnovers, and you've actually got yourself a pretty solid game. Open man on the wing. Good defense from Potts, keeping that away. Wennick not allowing anything to happen as well. He does leave him, though, and that's a tough one there. He makes him pay for the lax coverage, and now it's an 11-point lead. Gets away from him. There's another turnover for Wennick, going all the way, and they're not going to get another and one, and there's a smart foul by Calvin. If you're going to foul, get your money's worth.
Yes, yep.
And, he just fell down.
Yep.
That's just a tough break there, and a great move to get past him, and that's definitely a questionable call to say the least.
You know, they've been good. The rest have been good, pretty good so far. You know, that was a questionable one there, but, you know, you're going to miss a few.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Evans, first one. They've been almost perfect at the line, and that's going to continue. It's clear this team focuses on their free throws, and they're proud of it, and that's a big reason why they're up by 12 and not in like a 5, maybe 4-point game.
Yeah, the free throws are a big thing. You know, I think we've been talking about that a lot in the game so far. But, you know, it's a big play right now. We see a second here.
That one
Not
off the
going to
mark.
drop. We see an offensive rebound there.
Looking around, Malone. Driving inside, multiple defenders, and it's going to be last touch by Malone. I mean, there's been a lot of times where Malone or Robinson have just tried to go in on multiple defenders, and it just has not worked out for him.
See Christopher Tang checked out there.
He's had a very solid game. He's got 7 of their 25 early in this one. Leads the team in scoring, I believe.
Definitely a quiet but deadly player right now for the Tomcats as we see Plainfield North come up the court here.
Wennick with it. Gets a screen from Calvig. Gets poked away from behind. Malone with it. Beautiful move and an easy lay. Nice job there for Jameer Malone.
Great move there. And, you know, like I said earlier, I think, you know, East Aurora is getting in Wennick's head, and there you go, he almost lost the ball again.
Wennick drives, kicks, ball, big 3, no, rebound by Robinson. Looking, fakes, almost thought he walked, did not, nearly got away from him. Good wingspan to help there for the Tomcats. Looking around, driving inside, and strong hands. They've got it. Can they get off the floor? And is that a jump ball, or are they going to call foul? I think it's going to be a foul.
I believe so. I did not see the thumbs go up.
Neither did I.
See an inbound here for Plainfield North.
Yeah.
That last foul was on East Aurora, number 12.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul called on the Tomcats, as we thought.
Yeah.
And Carson Miller coming out of the game. We've got for some of the first few times tonight. Chirillo was a starter in last night's game. This is his first action so far in this one. Now you've got Tommy Potts. with it. Nearly fell over his bar ball. You got to get past the line. There you go. Open man in the wing. Didn't take it. Bar ball. Good ball movement. Nothing open. Trying to get a play going. It was a great cut. Boyd, smart to not turn the ball over. Now they're trying to get it to bar ball. Boyd, and he loses it. They've got a nice outlet pass, but it goes right into the hands of Ball. We've got some nice action here. 2:05 to play. Potts, big time three. No! And just barely mistimed it is Calvin. And there's another just costly turnover. I don't know why they keep on trying to do these outlet passes. It's not working. Beautiful move. Blocked by Robinson. I think they're going to call foul on Malone.
I'd like to see a replay on that. I don't know. I may have seen a little bit of a hit on the head there. Crazy sequence, though, that we just saw. We see Tommy Potts is leaning over center court. He may have gotten hit there.
See.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we see a little
pretty clear
contact
foul
there.
there on Robinson.
Just a little bit.
I think Malone actually got a clean block, but Robinson
came down on
it. Oh,
it.
yeah. Calvig, first free throw coming. They need to start making these, and they don't.
This is unbelievable right now.
It's really hurting them. I mean, free throws is where a lot of the times where you win or lose games, and right now it has just absolutely killed them.
And simple shots, you know, and you know, if you look at your game, that should be one of the most practiced things.
Yeah.
On top,
there's a big one there for confidence, I'd say, for the team. We've got Bonas coming into the game. Out goes Kalvik. I'm kind of surprised by that. Judah Kalvik, he's played a pretty solid game so far for the Tigers, I should say.
Yeah, great. Two teams with T names. Real nice for us.
Driving inside. It could be another turnover for the Tomcats. Lucky it wasn't wide open. Man, is Malone. Instead tries to make the harder pass. I mean, Malone had no one on him.
He had absolutely no one. He had a wide open shot, but very close to getting that pass off. I think he would have.
Oh yeah, that would have had an easy layup. I mean, you don't because there's something about Jason Moore. He's only 6'2", but he just looks like he towers over everyone else in the paint.
Relatively short teams here, that we've seen before.
Oh yeah.
Some tournaments, we go to, we've seen crazy tall teams, but two relatively short ones here.
Especially at Hinkle when you got what's the one really good
Wabanzi.
team? Wabanzi. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They have guys
Barrington
that
too.
tower, almost touching the rim when they stand up. You see a foul here.
Ball on the floor. A couple years ago, you had the 6'10" recruit who was like a tight end to Clemson. I mean, the kids we see in that tournament are absolute freaks.
Yeah, they are, and those are ones that we see a lot of slam dunks.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been lucky in the first two games so far to have a dunk. I'd love to see another one.
Love to see it. We got two more free throws named in the game tonight.
And he makes it. Can he go 2 for 2 for the first time tonight for the Tigers? Can they get a twofer?
Would be huge for them right now. Down by 12.
They cut the lead to 11 and doesn't get the nice bounce. Moore pushing up the floor. Christopher Tang back in the game. The freshman getting a lot of run early in this one. And for good reason, he's played a very good game leading the Tomcats in scoring.
See Carson Miller sitting waiting to be checked back in.
Deep three, Moore off the mark. And it's kept alive. Nice move, and I don't know what you're doing there, but Moore puts it right back up and in. Nice job by Jason Moore.
14-point lead for East Aurora. We've seen them pull away in this quarter. You see that ball knocked out of the hands of Gavin Boyd. It's going to be Tomcats.
Saw Boyd get a lot of action off the bench last night, and I'm just surprised. He just has, he's been good. He hasn't done anything wrong, but he hasn't done anything significant for the team, and you love to see him do just that if they can. Because
Tommy Potts and Connor Chirillo just checked out of the game. Surprising. Only 35 seconds left. You'd like to get a few points here.
We got Carson Miller who checked back in. Boyd down low. Haven't seen him shot all tournament. And nearly poked away. See, that's what happens when you jump like that. But take the three if you're Bonas.
He's wide open there. I would have taken that if I was him.
You've got 17 seconds. Nearing 10 seconds left. Bonas. This time he thought about it. Gets a man to jump. Layup, no good. They get it out in transition. They've got 6 seconds. The freshman Tang driving inside. Saw the clock. And he gets an easy lay on Miller. The clock runs. And watch out, Jackson. And that'll do it for the half.
Christopher Tang has been insane.
He's got
for
9.
East Aurora.
He's got 9 of their 31 Joey, what is like the two players that have stood out to you the most in this half?
You know, in the half, I would have to say Christopher Tang, and definitely in the first quarter, Ryan Robinson. We saw him a little bit quieter in the second quarter there. You know, but if I had to pick out a team or a player on Plainfield North, I think I would have to say Carson Miller. He's been a quiet player, not too many points for him, but you know, he's been pretty active defensively, and you know, I think he's been playing a pretty good game. Had that three-pointer at the end of the first quarter, very solid. You know, I think he's just had a good game tonight. And you know, East Aurora is a little dominant here, so we're going to see a few highlights here from the first half.
And the name of the game, I mean, especially in that first quarter, was defense. It got a little bit away from them, but look at that. I mean, that's just a tough break because you see such a good play there, but I mean, the first quarter of defense from Ryan Robinson was literal. It was poetry in motion. It was unbelievable to watch.
You know, and defense has been the name of the game for this tournament as well as this
sure.
game. We had multiple defensive playlists yesterday. You see, very physical game so far. A lot of fouls.
And you see here, it was good. It's good ball movement for both these teams. But it's just deny. Don't allow anything to happen. And there was another turnover for Jacob Wennick, who's just had a tough one, for sure.
You know, like I said, the conversions that East Aurora has been having in the second quarter have definitely been better than in the first quarter. You know, we talked about that short lead or that small lead that they had, and I think they've capitalized on a lot of those turnovers in the second quarter a lot more than the first.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could not agree with you more, Joey. So that'll do it for the first half. Tomcats 31, Tigers 15. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
Looking for someone that is trained, reliable, trustworthy? Someone who has been serving the Elgin community and is a Factory Bryant certified company? Look no further. Custom Heating and Cooling have been serving the Elgin area for over 20 years, and it would be our pleasure to serve you.
One thing that I think makes us special is that we go the extra mile for each and every one of our customers. From the time the phone rings, booking of the appointment, to our technician showing up, to the job being completed, we do whatever it takes to make sure that our customers are 100% satisfied.
Custom Heating and Cooling focuses on you and your needs, and we won't rest until you're satisfied. From maintenance to installations, Custom has you covered. Call 847-622-7483 to schedule your service today. Custom Heating and Cooling. Trained, reliable, trustworthy.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family McDonald's. Thank you.
this first game of the third day of the 66th Ron John Classic here at St. Charles East. We got a good game for you. A little bit of a wide spread here on the points. We're going to see if Plainfield North here can turn this around. We got East Aurora, Plainfield North playing right here. We're going to see how this second half goes.
Potts with the three. That one off the top of the backboard. My bad if I just jump scared everyone who's watching. I was just finishing up something. We got 7:49 to play, and what a game it's been so far, Joey. What do you think is the biggest thing that Plainfield North's going to have to do to try and mount this comeback?
Defense, 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 and we need to see a little bit more hustle. See him there, left man wide open. Potts has got to get there. You know, rebound there for Plainfield North.
Miller kicks, Winnick, same spot, and this time they can connect. Big time shot for Jacob Winnick.
That's huge for them, and you know, we saw them in the first half there, not making as many threes as they should have.
That one poked away, and I am very surprised with the foul call. That ball is
almost going out the door there.
Yeah, nearly.
See Carson Miller running down there to grab it. Yeah, I mean, those threes that they're dropping now, you know, we saw Carson Miller hit one at the end of the first quarter, but other than that, you know, a lot of their 3-point attempts have not dropped today, and you know, it's been a big part of their game being how it is.
The craziest part about this, I'm pretty sure they still have more 3-pointers made than the Tomcats, and that one's way off the mark from Malone. Beautiful outfield pass, and what a pass! Jacob Winnick on a dime to Tommy Potts.
Yeah, what a pass there. Absolute dime. Down the court, good layup. You see the Tomcats working it down low, layup.
That's just too easy. That is just way too easy for Jason Moore.
You know, you get a point, you get a layup there. You need to come down and stop the Tomcats there. And instead, you're going to give them another free throw, which we've seen that hit a lot of tonight. You know, that's been the name of the game, and that's why they're up by so much, or as much as they are. You know, 13 points here. 6:58 left in the third quarter. See 2 here for Jason Moore. Or, I'm sorry, 1 here. It's an and
yep,
one.
to complete the and one. No rebound by Miller. Potts got to get it past the timeline. Does just that. Open man, doesn't take the shot. Got to have the confidence. You want to know who definitely has the confidence right now? Winnick. He finally has it, and he does exactly that. Misses off the mark. Now here comes Robinson driving, lay with the left hand, no. Nice rebound. Robinson gets, somehow it remains Tomcats ball. Good ball movement. He's a lefty. Oh, I did not know that. Hitting the floor, and timeout called by Plainfield North.
Yeah, good timeout call there. You know, settle the boys down a little bit. See a good shot there. A little contested, not bad though. You know, we saw Ryan Robinson had a great first half. Wonderful first quarter from him. We saw him stealing the ball a lot. Big defensive game. Didn't see him a ton on offense in the second quarter there. But, you know, what can you ask of him? He had a great first quarter, a little slump there in the second. We're going to see if he can come back in here in the second half. Finish up this good game that he's having.
Oh yeah, I want to see if we're going to see Christopher Tang come in anytime soon. Probably, I guess, near the 5-minute mark, if I had to guess. I mean, he's got 9 already for the Tomcats. One player's had a sneaky good game, pretty just efficient, is Jason Moore. He's been great down low. He's been their big man, and he's been huge for them. Number 14, that is, for the Tomcats.
Yeah, like I said, Nate, they have a deep team, very deep team. We're seeing them playing a long game here. We're going to see an inbound there.
I do love seeing Winnick take that three. Right as I said, he might have his confidence back, and he took a big-time shot there without hesitating. Going to be a foul called on Robinson, who nearly had another forced turnover.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that ball. I mean, with that call there.
I think he had his arm wrapped around him maybe before, but that's very handsy for sure.
The actual steal could have been a little cleaner.
Oh, for sure.
See a call there.
And they get it down wide open. Potts, mid-range shot, well off the mark. Good rebound. Winnick, he takes a mid-range shot. And oh, that's just, are you kidding me?
That's unlucky.
It's the
right
second
there.
time he's been in and out of the half. That one's going to be a foul on Potts. That is Tommy Potts' first foul of the game, actually.
Yeah, it felt like Tommy Potts had a few more there, but we're gonna see Tommy Potts.
Oh, no, that's his 4th foul. That is his 4th foul. Wow.
So we could see him. We're gonna see Gavin.
He's definitely gonna be coming out of the game.
Yeah,
and
Gavin Boyd is checking in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We saw him have a good first half.
Oh, he a sneaky one too. He didn't do a lot like in his stat sheet, but he played a good game for sure.
Yes, he's been playing a very good defensive game, which is what Plainfield North needs right now. He's still down by 13. I haven't seen a ton of change in the score so far here.
If you were watching this whole game, though, you would not think it's a 13-point game whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
It's been the free throws that has just killed Plainfield North.
Yep, and that's got to be probably 7 points of that 13 points there.
Look at that beautiful little dream shake there from Carson Miller.
If I needed an MVP of Plainfield North, that would be Carson Miller today for me.
And going to be called on the way down. That's going to be Barball. That might be his 3rd or 4th as well. The two, I believe Potts and Barball are getting into some bad foul trouble. That is his 3rd. That's already their 4th of the quarter.
Wow.
That is, they're going to be in the one more, and they're in the bonus already, and that could really dig the Plainfield North's grave way sooner than they could have expected.
Yeah, because like I said, the Tomcats have been shooting very good from the free throw line today. Yeah, that could turn ugly real quick here.
Oh yeah, but if we finally see them not make a free throw at the stripe, who knows? Maybe things are turning around for the Tigers. Big one here for Cross. And, of course, right as I say it, he drills it.
Nothing but net there from the line.
Beautiful job. Boyd working on Robinson. Uses the screen. Looking around. Gets it to Winnick. Now Boyd. Cutting inside. Nice job, waits, and it just misses another pretty simple shot. And it can be a jump ball. No, wow, we're going to call a foul on that one. That might be going against Ryan Robinson. That is his 4th foul. Him and Potts both in some deep foul trouble.
That is not good for this Plainfield North team because they need as much as they can get
on the floor. And he's staying in the game.
Wow.
Okay, no, I'm pretty sure his coach realized it and made sure. And they're going to put Christopher Tang in, who's had a very... Oh, they got to wait. Now they check. Got to make sure you check in with the scores table. 5:07 to play. Timeout, I believe, is going to be called by East Aurora. That is one thing that, wow, he's got 4 fouls. You also take another look at a guy on the Timecats, Caston Cross. He's also at 3 fouls. I mean, these refs have been flying the whistle all over the place.
Yeah, they have.
I'm really surprised by that.
You know, I could have told you that. 5 minutes into the first quarter, we were going to see a lot of fouls today. And we did, because at the end of the first quarter, we were actually in the bonus. Both teams.
Yeah, I think maybe 6 or 7 fouls per team.
Yeah, it was a great first quarter, really close. 11 to 10 in the first quarter. If you looked at that first quarter, you would not have believed this how this game is shaping up here in the third here. So.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's definitely surprising for sure. 34-22 the score, 5:07 left here in the third. And already the Tomcats, or if they foul one more time, the Tigers are in the bonus. Oh, no, pardon me, other way around. So inbound coming from Miller. The refs are not afraid to call the whistle whatsoever in this game. No call there, and that's another tough break for Plainfield North. I feel like they've had like 3 of those this half already.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rim outs, a lot of
And look at Christopher Tang. No offensive rebound. Moore, great job there. Jason Moore on the putback.
What a rebound there. We've seen that a lot this game.
Offensive rebounds have been big for them. Boyd, mid-range shot. High arcing, and just rolls around. It's another tough break. Winnick, acrobatic move. That's one of the few times I've seen Boyd shoot the ball. Tournament wide open is Bellinger. Well off the mark. And now you've got Carson Miller with the ball. You got to get some points on this possession if you're Plainfield North. You're not going to have this option very often.
Yeah, good thing we don't have a shot clock going right now because they would be running out of time.
Way over. Bennick, and that's going to be a foul. I think it's a moving screen, maybe.
Possibly. Didn't see feet set there. And those of you who are just tuning in now, you're wondering why we don't have a shot clock up. We've been having a little bit of technical difficulties on St. Charles East side, all tournament. But we're gonna roll with it. And the ref said let's ditch it for today.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I think is a little bit of a smart
that's
move.
a great move because it's just been brutal all tournament long. Technology it's a great thing when it works.
It is a great thing when it works. And, we know a little bit about that, with the academy here. There's a lot of things that don't go right all the time. You see an in down there for the Tomcats.
And Tang realizes he picked it up, doesn't travel, because they will call it. There's a nice move. Malone gets him to fake. And I don't know why you're going for the tip there. You got an easy board. And on the floor, jump is going to be staying with Tomcats. Really, anytime that it's been a jump ball, it stays with the team that gets it most of the time. Miller. And there's a big-time three for Aston Cross on the inbound. Great job there. Now looking around, Bonas trying to get something going, nearly poked away by Tang. Instead, it will remain East Aurora ball, or pardon me, Plainfield North ball.
Christopher Tang, you saw him come in for Ryan Robinson, and you're almost taking a good player out and almost putting a better player in. Christopher Tang has been a great player today. Those two are interchangeable, and that's something that you see a lot in football. Coaches want that. Coaches need that
sure.
too.
Especially with
same thing in basketball.
Sonic and Knuckles with the Lions.
Exactly.
Got Winnick working around. Now you've got Miller. Driving inside, multiple defenders. Miller, no, offensive rebound. No, but a foul call. That might be on Cross, which will be, yeah, that's on Cross. That's his fourth. Actually, he might be done for the game. No, I believe this is fourth.
I believe fourth.
So Caston Cross and Ryan Robinson, both with 4 fouls. If they're going to win this game, it's going to be because of how many fouls East Aurora and how much they've just dug their grave.
Yeah, and Carson Miller there drains that free throw. Big for them.
He's had a great performance.
They have had a great, he's had a great game today.
10 already.
So many times we've seen Plainfield North, they take that shot and the ball just dribbles on the rim. It's almost like, there's a magnet up there keeping the ball out of the rim.
It's just been tough break after tough break. Can they go for 2? Finally, they go 2 for 2. Okay, maybe now things can change around. As we see, just a slam dunk by East Aurora.
Yeah, right.
And
a
there's
little in the back.
Wow.
Contact in the back.
So
that
they
is
don't
a
call
foul.
that, but they've called basically, but they call that.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. I would have called that any day of the week.
That looked pretty clear to me. Wow. Cross did exactly what Trae Young does all the time in the NBA. He does that, and wow, that's a clear as day foul. Are you kidding me?
What an attempt there on the shot still, though. Being shoved from behind.
Oh, for sure.
Still
He
almost went in.
was trying to draw the foul, and he definitely should have gotten one.
Oh, yeah.
Now Winnick working on Tang. I could not agree with you more about Tang and Robinson being the same player because they are really similar. And there's another turnover there for Winnick. Didn't see a lot there.
Winnick's had a tough game today.
Oh, it's been
a lot of
brutal for him.
turnovers, but the trust that coaches put in them. A little interesting. I would have said give him the second quarter. You see a shot there from the corner.
Off the mark, gets it back, cross, Euro!
Wow,
no.
Good move there.
Good move, $1,000 move, $20 finish. Now, Boyd, wide open man is, they get it to him, Binnick, shot, no, another miss. Nothing, there's just an absolute lid on that basket at the moment. Cross, no, rebound, foul.
Wow.
That's the 4th on Barra ball.
Yeah, Plainfield North's getting in some foul trouble here as we see the replay here from Custom Heating and Cooling. Didn't see a whole ton.
Did not see a lot there.
Did not see a whole ton. I could have seen it actually. The initial contact I could have seen, but the block was, I thought it was pretty clean.
The block was 100% clean.
Very clean.
Cross, can he go 2 for 2 to answer Miller's strip? And the opposite could be said for East Aurora. They have the opposite of a lid. They got a magnet on that basket, making sure everything sucks in.
Dude, they've been going nothing but net on their 3-pointers. When they do take them, they haven't been taking as many as I would have liked. At the beginning of the game, I was liking them for shooting today. See the second free throw there.
Off the mark, rebound Bonas.
Taste of Plainfield North there.
Now you've got Boyd poked away. First time we've seen some action for him. Tang, nice and easy, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Wow.
Nice job there by Perez. Second time we've seen him take a charge tonight on a play where where the guy guarding him did not have the basketball.
Feet were not set there. I don't believe that was not an offensive foul.
If you hit the floor in this game, you're getting the foul call. They don't care.
You see
the ref
Coach
very
Contreras
clearly upset with that one.
Yeah, Coach Contreras was screaming at the ref there.
I don't blame him at all.
No, that was it's a soft call.
No, for sure. Boyd working on Tang. And Tang nearly did what Robinson's been doing all game. And once again, it's a foul. That's the fourth foul.
You know,
that's the fourth foul on Tang.
Wow.
I think by the end of this game, we're going to have nothing but bench players that haven't played a second all tournament in this game.
You know, they're going to need new whistles after this game, I think. These ones are going to be worn out.
You know when you wear out a spot in a putter, like what you never think would happen?
Oh
I guess they're going to wear out their whistle.
Yeah. These guys are going to have to hit up the sporting goods store after this game.
I mean, 40-24 is your score, but the fouls have just...
I feel like we're in a one-point game.
I will say... You've got Christopher Tang, Ryan Robinson, and Caston Cross. They all have 4 fouls, or sorry, Cross has 3, but Tang and Robinson, they're 2 point guards, both with 4 fouls. That's rough for sure. And Cross has got 3. Second one, Boyd, and he drills it. They needed those free throws there. I will say, Plainfield North free throw shooting in the second half has been a lot better.
Yeah, you know, and some of those are just, you know, some just don't drop, but the first...
Look at that pass. And the magnet does not get on the... What?
Wow, watch out, Jackson.
Watch out, Jackson.
Once again, you're talking to him at the break there. You know, he's been almost hit with a ball, almost hit with a player. It's a tough break. See him climbing
right
under.
There?
He's climbing under the bleachers to grab that ball.
That ball... That was an interesting shot attempt for sure. I'm surprised there wasn't a foul on that. It looked like a lot of contact on that play.
There was a lot of foul. A lot of contact for a foul.
I think we've got a timeout here. Don't know who it's. What a game it has been for Carson Miller, though, for sure. Number 30 for Plainfield North. He's been great. Oh.
All right, so this third quarter is brought to you by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express buying online, made simple at rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com today.
And what a game it has been for Carson Miller. He's been an absolute unit all over the court. And I mean, especially offensively, he's been huge for Plainfield North. One of the few bright spots. He's got 11 of their 25. And you see here his game in this one. Great defense, easy block for him there. And just, I mean, I will say his paint presence has been just unheard of in this game. And we didn't see that at all tournament. You see there, that was a huge three. They needed that. That was when they had a lot more life. Now they're down by 15, looking down the bottom of the barrel with 1:50 left here in the third. As we're back here, down low.
I think we saw another foul there.
Indeed we did.
Wow. Wow.
So we got 1 second off the clock, and we got more free throws. That's 6 fouls for both teams, I believe. They're both in the bonus, so they're not going to count anymore.
They're not going to throw them up on the board for us.
Yeah, that's 6 by each team.
If this was a closer game, I think with this amount of fouls, we could see a huge advantage for the Tomcats.
Oh, for sure.
Because of their free throw shooting. It's very good. You know, I can tell that a lot of these kids practice their free throws.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's thing that a lot of coaches have you practice more than anything. I'm pretty sure they're yet to miss 2 from the line.
Yes.
I hope Afolaji is back in the game. I want to see him more. He's been a real good player for when I've seen Plainfield North use him in the few amount of plays he's had, but it's been big for this offense. And he's got the ball here. Now Boyd, screen coming from ball. Nearly got it poked away by Chandler, and there's Afolaji. Oh, yeah! Right on cue. Beautiful shot there. I'm telling you, that kid, Jalen Afolaji, he's a great player for them. Cross goes right back at him, and the magnet sucks the ball back in. Just when you think a good thing's going, it just gets worse. Boyd somehow keeps it alive, and that's going to be a travel lead. Hey, I think that's a good call.
That is a good call. I'll give him props for that one.
That's one where it's fine whistling.
Inbound there for the Tomcats.
This is what happens when you have two very physical teams on the defensive side of the ball. And,
yep.
I mean,
what did we?
I guess we got to travel.
All right. I didn't see it. You know, and the Coach Contreras, you know,
he's living. He is living.
They are up.
I mean, he looks disgusted.
They are up by, what is that, 14 points? No,
you saw that face,
points?
you'd think they're down by 30.
15 points?
Yeah, no, he's not happy with this at all. I wouldn't be either. I mean, this is just, this is rough.
I talked about them.
No, off. Finally, they get a tip in. Okay, can they get a stop and end this quarter on a good, no.
Got to cross the timeline there.
Evans driving, kicks, cross to put the dagger in. No, Afalaji with the rebound. They got 38 seconds left. Perez with it, gets it past the timeline. Now they got to get the ball to someone. They get it to Miller. And Barball thought about it, gets it down low. Look at that pass. Okay, now it's an 11-point game. One more stop and you have a lot of momentum going into this fourth. They absolutely need it. Chandler thought about it, takes it. And that's just a killer. What a shot, Bryson Chandler. 12 seconds left, 10. Now Boyd working on Malone, and there's another foul called. That is the first of the game. Hey, maybe the first time I've said that tonight is the first foul on one player.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable, but yet again, another foul.
Look at this play, Bryson Chandler, beautiful shot. I mean, that's so rough because they were finally getting something going. Now, you make both these free throws, you erase that shot, I will say, as they missed the first.
It's been the name of the game tonight.
A free throw here cuts it to 12. You have a good amount of momentum going into this fourth because I'm fairly confident in Plainfield North. They have not played a bad game whatsoever. This score does not tell the story of this game at all.
We talked about that at the beginning of the second half here. And, you know, the spread on points, I think they were up by 17.
Oh, yeah, they were up big at one point.
If they can cut it a little bit more, we could have a real close game here.
5 seconds left. You just can't allow a shot here. That's a good look. Chandler at the horn. That is a killer for the Tigers. What a shot, and what an end of the quarter for Bryson Chandler. Look at this.
Teardrop right there. Holy.
Beautiful. What a shot.
Wow. You know, and like we talked about this at the end of the second, or at the end of the first half, pardon me. A deep team the Tomcats have here. You know, Ryan Robinson, Christopher Tang, both have been out for a little bit here. You know, they're in foul trouble.
Yeah, they're both in foul trouble.
But Bryson Chandler, you know, Cross stepped up. I mean, great team. Great team Coach Contreras has here. Yes. And, you know, everyone's been stepping up, taking advantage of open shots and hitting them. Something that Plainfield North has not been doing.
Oh, yeah,
they have wide open men, wide open shots, and they just aren't capitalizing on it. And, you know, it shows. You can see it. It shows.
You see number 1 there in that middle, that sophomore. He's one of their better players, and he just hasn't been able to get a lot of run. And it's just been tough for them for sure.
This game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. You know, they're proud supporters of our community since 1967. Can you believe that, Nate? Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's today.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the many season sponsors. Always a very safe option anytime for any road trip. Anytime you want to get food, honestly.
You know, don't want to get out of the car today on a chilly day in Chicagoland area. Swing through the drive-thru. You know, they got those 2-lane drive-thrus now, and they're great.
Oh yeah. Perez working around. They need some points here, and they got to get going. Afalaju, he's one of their better three-point shooters. I have barely seen him miss this tournament. Got to get him going. There's their better one. Carson Miller off the mark. Rebound. Jump ball. Most likely. Yep. We've had a lot of those, too.
We have had a lot of jump balls
You think
today.
we're at a trampoline park the amount of times we've said the word jump.
Physical game.
Oh,
we
sure.
spoke about that already with the fouls, but just a physical game here from both teams. Well coached, well defensive off teams. It's impressive. Good defensive team.
Jackson
Both
Perez
ways.
has 3 fouls. I'm very surprised by that. And now working around, cross, driving kicks. That's just too easy for Jason Moore. 16-point lead for the Tomcats. North looking down the same barrel they were last night. Pretty much the same time, too, and that's just a very costly pass. Now pushing up the floor, hop step right into a defender. Perez doesn't get the call this time. And you can see the ref, his coach wants a call very badly. Perez driving, that's just too easy for Miller. Nice and easy. Carson Miller with a nice bucket there. He's had a great game. He's got 13 points now, leading the game and scoring tied with Caston Cross. Now Robinson, he's back in the game. Cross to take the lead for most points in the game. 18-point lead, and this game is quickly getting away from the Tigers.
It is. We talked about how this could end up being a close game, but I think that is a little bit out the door here, Nate. So Plainfield North taking their time here, which is surprising. You need points. You see a turnover there.
Gets away from Afalaju. That's tough for him.
Hopped out of bounds, off his hands. He was looking ahead. Didn't catch the pass there.
Got to make sure before you've got it. You got to make sure before you start looking upfield. You got to make sure you got it, just like in football.
Exactly.
That one. That's the 4th foul of the game on Jackson Perez.
Wow. It's, these fouls they're just flying all over the place. It's everyone's got a foul. You get a foul. You
You've
get a
got
foul.
2 players on both these teams that have 4+ fouls. You got about 6 or 7 players that have 3 to 4 fouls. I mean, it is just unreal how much that whistle's being used in this ball game.
Timeout here. See the coaches talking to their players here. Luis Contreras, very, very vocal this game with the refs, with his players. They are up substantially, and they're acting like it's a 1-point game.
Oh yeah.
And that just shows what kind of coach he is, and
Inbound, 6:24 to play. Nice job there from Cross. Now we've got 6:19. Malone, screen coming. Looking around, nice move. Pokes away by Potts, hitting the floor. You've got 6:03 left. Now Bennick with it. Looking around, working on Malone. Screen coming from Barball. And, look at that nifty move! About a job!
Wow, and a lot of glimmers of hope here for the Plainfield North team, but just not enough to get this game under control. Almost, an interesting pass there.
That's going to do
that
it.
was
I think I might be doing it for Potts if it's against him.
Wow, we saw him have a great game. What a move there. Nice replay from the truck there. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you guys as always. And
Yep,
that will do it for Tommy Potts. He had a solid game. That's just tough. I mean, he got a couple ticky-tacky calls, and they just added up very quickly.
We've seen 2 good games out of him. Wow, risky pass there.
Did you see how high number 32 got? My goodness.
Holy moly.
You can get another look at that. That'd be awesome because he got
should be
way
playing
up
wide
there.
receiver out there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is.
A lot of these guys are dual sport athletes, which I think is really impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah, definitely. You yourself, a little golf and hockey action.
I do.
That one, nice and easy for Caston Cross. He's had a great game. I think he's up to 17 points on the day.
Wow.
There's Bennick, and it's going to be a foul call.
Said enough about Caston Cross today. Like I said, I brought him up earlier when I was talking about Christopher Tang, Caston Cross. Caston Cross, starter for the Tomcats, but A little, I feel like I haven't said his name enough tonight, but insane points, insane stat sheet today for him.
Oh, for sure.
And, he's at 3 fouls as well, but who isn't tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is.
Yeah, and you look at number 14 down there. He's got 4 fouls now, too.
Got more people with 4 fouls than I think I've seen ever in my life.
I would not agree more. And then you see Bryson Chandler coming back in. He had a great end of the half. Or end of the
Coach
quarter.
Contreras really happy with him when he came to the bench there, which isn't something to see from him all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Second one from Winnick there is good.
He's actually sitting down for the first time tonight.
He is. This lead now is good enough for him. See, double coverage there in the corner.
That one,
Kinda
gonna run right into him. Oh, and he gets right back up.
Wow. Coach Contreras is up again.
And
you see him very vocal with the rep there. Oh my! I wouldn't be able to keep in my laughter if I was on his bench.
Oh my!
I'd probably be getting ran all the time. Hops right up there.
Look at all the players; they don't know what to say. They're just like, oh.
They see this a lot, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Winnick working on Chandler. He sat down for about 1 second, and Coach Contreras is right back up.
Back up again. We're making progress, though. At least he's sitting down now.
That is true.
No look pass there from Winnick. Very close to making it in the hands there, but he's tipped away.
He's had a solid game. He's had a lot of turnovers. He's playing a lot like Cade Cunningham for the Pistons. I mean, he makes a lot of flashy plays, but he turns the ball over a lot more than you'd like.
Yes, and maybe that's because he has the ball a little bit more.
Oh, for sure.
But
just like
definitely, yes, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. And you gotta
watch out for ball from behind. Ryan Robinson has had a.
Wow.
Okay, you get a little too flashy there.
Yep.
You're not Nikola Jokic, buddy. You're not Nikola Jokic.
Hey, I like the attempt here. You're up by a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, why not? See what you can do. I'm surprised he's still in the game.
Me too, with these 4 fouls.
Wow. It's a 14-point game. I thought this game.
It was getting out of hand.
Oh,
and
for sure.
They keep bringing it back down. They just can't get it closer. You see Coach Contreras right there talking to Robinson, probably saying, "What the heck were you doing with that pass?" But again, a very vocal coach, up by 16.
Oh yeah.
And you're talking to your players. I like it. I like the feedback. It's always nice when you can get feedback from your coaches, and it's something that you just love to see. And he's very vocal on the sidelines, but he brings it down. He calms it down when he talks to his players. And you know what? I like it. Nate.
This is the last game I'm doing before Thanksgiving. Joey, what are your plans for tomorrow?
Oh, we're gonna stuff our faces. It's gonna be a good day in the Vallis household. But we're gonna hear from one of our season sponsors. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing services and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom the Plumber online at tomtheplumber.com or give him a call, 847-513-3971.
Yeah, make sure to make that call if you have any plumbing needs. 4:36 to play here in the fourth. This game's not over whatsoever. No. It's a 14-point lead, but you almost feel like East Aurora is starting to settle down a little bit. But now, Plainfield North, they're starting to make this an interesting game.
They are, and they need to make some stops on defense.
Bonas
wide open.
Needs it. Off the mark. Great closeout from Robinson.
Yes.
Looks like he was going to be wide open. Bar ball hits the floor hard. Cross somehow holds on to it. Now Malone stared down Robinson. Doesn't give it to him. Malone working on bar ball.
Robinson still in the game, surprised at that. Has the ball right now at the top.
You're risking your best player probably, other than Cross maybe, but he's also in extreme foul trouble. He's got 3.
Yep.
Now Malone, pretty much anyone that's actually touched the ball a lot or has played any sort of defense is in foul trouble. And right on cue. Oh no, it's going to be a travel call.
Unbelievable.
On Cross. It looked like it almost. I mean, he took a lot of steps there.
He was shuffling his feet there for sure. Inbound there from Miller. We see a replay here from Custom Heating and Cooling. Yep, I saw
I think maybe he thought that ball was tipped away, and it was not.
Yep.
Oh. See, that's what. But why are you so scared? Oh my goodness! Cross just almost broke the backboard.
He did almost break the backboard. I saw the pass, and I like the play. But why aren't you shooting that?
Yeah,
you're down by a lot. Take the shot.
Because Malone, he's trying to get that steal, and he's going to make that huge effort. and then you can get it wide. But he just like walked down there. I'm like, just try to get something going for your offense.
We see 3 fouls for both teams here. Team fouls. 2 more, and we're going to see the bonus. We're going to see the bonus here for both teams.
I think that would be the bonus in every single quarter.
I believe so. I think maybe the second quarter we didn't see it.
Yeah, maybe the second didn't.
But first and third already.
Penix step back 3. He's feeling good. Can't do it. Bonas gets the offensive rebound, gets down low, misses, foul called. That's going to be on Evans. That's his second. Well, nice job there. 2 free throws coming. You make these, 14-point game again.
Yep. Gotta capitalize on that. You see it there. Tough tough layup to make, but
12-point game.
Yes, we're at 16 right now. 16-point.
Oh, it's a 16-point lead.
Yep. Cut it to 15 there. We see number 14 from the Tomcats, Jason Moore, checking in.
Out goes Chandler. Moore back in despite being in extreme foul trouble. He's with 4 as well. Clearly the coach at this point, he's making sure that this game does not get away from them. Big time shot there. Now if you're Aurora, you're trying to just put the stab wound and finish it here. 3:23 to play. Robinson, dangerous pass, holds on to it. Foul called. That's going to be on. That might be on. Is that on Miller?
I believe that was on Miller.
That's his first of the game. He's a guy that doesn't foul a lot.
No.
He plays hard defense, but does not foul. He's just an exceptional player, I'd say.
13 points for him tonight. He's come up big in big moments, big opportunities for them. First foul of the game.
Yep. So do they have an imaginary shot clock right now, or what exactly is going on? Because it's a tournament rule is that they have a shot clock, so I don't really know. It'd be extremely unfair to other teams.
Correct.
So I think it's an imaginary one, maybe.
You could play a game today.
That one gets away, and somehow it falls back in the hands of East Aurora. And it gets the friendly bounce. Jason Moore
drops in. There's something that Plainfield North has not had today is a friendly bounce on that rim on both sides today, so can't even blame it on the hoop. Get a wide open 3.
Bonas wide open. No.
Gotta make those. Miller got the rebound there. Got the ball out.
He called a timeout here. That's a smart play.
Yep.
That's a veteran play.
Yep.
He is a junior. So that's a veteran play from a junior.
Wow.
Love to see that.
Jason Miller's a junior? Yeah?
Yeah, Carson Miller is indeed a junior.
I'm sorry, yeah, Carson Miller. Carson Miller, junior, has had a great game today. Bright future for his senior year next year. Maybe get on a little bit better of a team. Not saying that they got a pretty good team.
Oh, they have a good team.
I say that, but then I almost retract that statement.
Yeah,
because they've played a pretty good game.
Oh, yeah.
Tomcats defense, though, is eating them up.
Oh, for sure. And it's just hurt them
a lot. It shows a lot.
Yeah.
16-point lead here for East Aurora. And we see Coach Contreras is taking his time in the huddle. Taking his time. He doesn't want this game to slip away. He knows that Plainfield North could have jumped up and grabbed this game. I think East Aurora is safe now, but you never can call it too early. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. So
I knew you were gonna say that. Miller, layup good, and one opportunity. He is not. He's going right off your motto.
Motto.
That's what I was trying to say. 2:29 to play. Look at this
Carson Miller, the junior.
Just a beautiful play.
Wow. He's played a great game.
Oh, for sure. He's definitely.
They're barely breaking a sweat.
And to complete the and one, he does just that. Carson Miller, a 16-point performance, one off the lead, which is lead for points, for most points in the game.
Ryan Barbell just got checked out of the game.
Makes sense. 4 fouls, no need to risk him.
Jackson Perez checked in for him.
He's also at 4 fouls.
Yes, he is. I mean, like I said, who isn't at 2, 3, 4?
Oh, yeah. Now Cross thought about it, gets it down low, gets away from him. Wide open layup, don't miss it. Oh my! What a block! Maybe a goaltend, but no. And he wanted to slam it home. You could tell Tyrone Evans wanted it.
Oh my!
He got up enough. Evans got up enough, but just couldn't slam it home.
Slightly dropped it in there.
I think his hand was well above that rim, though.
think so,
and look
too.
at that big body move. And it's going to be going against the Tomcats, I believe. It's going to be a blocking foul and one opportunity for the Tigers.
Would be huge for them. Again, capitalizing on these and ones tonight. They've had a good amount of them.
And actually, no, it's going to be on the ground, so it's 2 free throws coming because they're, guess what? They're in the bonus.
Wow.
Aren't
Wouldn't
you
believe
so
it.
surprised
Wouldn't
by
believe
that?
it, would
Yeah.
you? Bryson
Behringer.
Chandler coming in for the Tomcats. He's at 2 fouls, 4 points on the night. He's had a pretty good night tonight. We've talked about him
Not
defensively
too bad
a lot.
at all, yeah. He's been a great defender, and he had a great end of that third quarter. Had 2 big shots that pretty much eliminated the chance of Plainfield North. It's only a 12-point game. I mean, somehow they keep on these pesky Tigers cannot go away, and the Tomcats just can't put them away. But I think a bucket here will end this game for sure.
Got a minute 40 left in the game here.
Robinson got to be smart with the ball. Evans nearly had a dunk,
Stepped
and
out.
it's a foul. Going to be a blocking foul on Bonas,
Okay.
which means they're going to the bonus, and these free throws can end the night for every Tigers fan out there.
Shooting 2 here, and don't forget to tune in tonight at 6:30. We got Wheaton Academy against Thornridge. Saw a good game last night with Thornridge and St. Charles North at 8 o'clock. You know, I could see a
That was
good
a late
game out of
one.
Wheaton Academy and Thornridge. They are going to go head-to-head.
Oh,
You know,
for
tune in
sure.
with Jeff Myers tonight for both of our games, 6:30, and then at 8 o'clock we got St. Charles East and Schaumburg. Also,
that should
another
be a
good game.
really good game.
2 heavyweights going head-to-head.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely tune in for that. Got the second one, no good. There,
Now Miller.
Miller has had a great game today.
Oh, for sure.
Again, passed it around there.
Kicking. Boyd thought about it. Now Miller from the wing. Oh, well off the mark. And going to be another. I don't think I've ever seen more jump ball calls in a game.
Now these guys, the ladies at the desk over there are flipping that switch back and forth so
Oh,
many
yeah.
times. Yeah, we're going to need new whistles and new switches.
Yeah, no, for sure. 1:21 to play. Inbound coming. They get it down low, nice and easy for Behringer. It's a 10-point game. Don't
Wow.
think this game is over.
Wow.
Robinson,
Oh.
and they're going to call a foul. I think he might have just tripped. I don't even think that Bennett pushed him.
Coach Contreras was ready to scream his head off
If that wasn't
until
a
that
foul.
arm went up, and he was like,
cool.
okay, we're good.
Yep.
But
He was ready to pre-fire that.
I could have seen that not being a
Oh,
foul.
I could have. I really. Maybe
Maybe we can get another
maybe
angle of that.
a little acting job there.
Yeah. But you know what? That's half the job there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Robinson, some big free throws here. And misses.
Wow.
This game is not over.
Wow.
They've got 1:14 left. It's a 10-point game. A three-pointer makes it a 7-point game. The three-point game, how it's just changed around the world ever since like Stephen Curry, it has completely changed how games are. You look at this game 30 years ago, this game's over. There's no chance.
Oh,
But
yeah.
because of the three ball now, you never know. And that's 2 misses free throws. If you can get a three-point shot, it is huge. But if they're East Aurora, they're just not going to allow that. And it's a layup, and that's just a tough miss.
Whoa.
And it's going to be a foul going against Chandler.
Oh. I didn't see it. I could
Contreras
have missed
didn't even
it.
get up. Coach
Got a
Contreras
replay
didn't
here
even
for
get up.
Custom Heating and Cooling.
Call. Good call.
Yeah. I guess I missed that.
10-point game, 2 big free throws for Behringer.
He's got to make these.
And he does. That's a huge one there. 1:07 to play. One more stop and a three-pointer, and you are at a 5-point game.
It's crazy. And again, this is probably why Coach Contreras didn't want his guys giving up. See a second one here from Behringer.
That's a big
Good.
one. Nothing but nylon
Wow.
there. 1:07 to play. Malone
8-point game.
gets it down. Now they push it up the floor. They've got Robinson driving inside. He's just going to kill clock, and it's going to be a foul called on Miller. I don't know why Carson Miller's fouling
I
there.
don't like that foul there from
I
him.
hate that foul. They're not. They're in the bonus.
They are in the bonus already.
Oh,
Ryan
let's
Robinson with
see.
these
Does he mean to foul here? Oh,
Oh,
there's no contact.
Don't.
I'm
Minimal.
maybe
Grazed his arm.
maybe he touched his arm.
Brian
But hey,
Robinson
he
misses his
misses again.
first one.
He's now 0 for 3 in the quarter.
Wow.
This is a big one.
crazy from him. He's had a great game today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Ryan Robinson with
He
his
has had
second.
those 4 points in the first quarter. Hasn't done anything since. And he misses again. Oh, my goodness. They got the rebound as well.
They have to.
Bennett,
And
foul call. That'll do it for Robinson. He's
Yep.
going to be done for the night. So both number ones for each team are done for the game. And you saw Tang. He was ready to come in. I don't believe Robinson knows that was his 5th. And, yup, just got that hand. Great call there by the ref. And look at that beautiful camera work by the great Beacon Academy. For those just joining, I'm Nate Grendys along with Joey Vallis, bringing you some high school basketball with the Beacon Academy, a fully high school operated broadcast. And don't look now, for those just joining, this is a great game. It's now just a 7-point game. About 30 seconds ago, this looked like an easy win for East Aurora. All of a sudden, it's starting to slip away. 52 seconds left. Robinson is done for the night. That's the senior guard. Tang is in, the freshman, who's actually had a pretty solid night. 9 points in that first half, nothing since. He's got 4 fouls.
See a timeout. Nope, no, I'm sorry. Subs here coming in.
And look at the amount of number 4s on the board for 4 fouls.
Wow.
You've got Tang. You've got, and you've got Chandler, which is very surprising. We haven't seen a lot of Bryson Chandler. That one nearly stolen, and they're going to call a foul.
Wow. Someone's got to take the whistles away from these refs. These fouls have been flying today.
Are you?
No,
There's contact. There's contact there for sure. But in this aspect, late in the game, I think you just let that play out.
Let it play.
Yeah, big shot here for Jameer Malone. They haven't made one late, and they miss again. That's 0 for 5 in this last minute.
The door
now you can see Coach Contreras. He's getting real stressed.
The door is wide open. This is the first time we've seen him sitting down in a big moment.
Oh, yeah. Big one here for the sophomore. And he makes it. They absolutely needed it. A 3-pointer makes it a 4-point game, though. Got to get a 3 or a quick 2. Taking way too long. Got to take a shot. Miller driving. Hits the deck, foul called. If not, I think it just got away from him. Last touch by the Tomcats. I don't believe it's a foul, though.
I'm surprised Plainfield North is not calling a timeout here. I would have.
And see, if they used our replays, they could have some perfect calls.
They could.
But they don't. They choose not to. Bennett, 30 seconds, big time 3! No! Offensive rebound, no! Chandler's got it, quick foul. And now you play the free throw game.
Yeah,
that was so close for Jason Bennett.
It was
or Jacob Wennick. That was
very close. But this free throw game could work out for him because Tomcats have missed all of their free throws in the last 2 minutes here, and they've had a lot of them. So we'll say that. So see 2 here. He can make both of these.
And that was smart to have Gavin Boyd foul as he's nowhere near foul trouble. That could end the night, though, for Plainfield North. They nearly had a crazy comeback, and I don't want to know what Coach Contreras would do to his team if they lost this game.
Yeah, he would have lost it. I think we would have seen and heard some things.
Definitely, for sure. That one goes right to the defense, and that will do it for the game.
Right here.
And it's a smart play there. They're just going to kill the clock. And foul called. That's going to be Miller, nowhere near foul trouble. Not going to take anyone out of the game.
Carson Miller, 16 points tonight.
He had a great game.
He had a wonderful game. I mean, a lot of these players on this Plainfield North team had individually good games.
Oh, for sure.
Couldn't put it together as a whole team, and I think it shows tonight,
Oh, yeah. Evans, free throws here. First one is good, and this could be ending as a 10-point deficit. I wouldn't be surprised if after this, if Plainfield North misses one more time, I think they're just going to get him out of here, let him dribble it out, and end this game. Most likely 14-7 to play. Not over till the fat lady sings, as Joey said. Carson Miller with it. Got to take a shot. Barra ball. Oh, he banks it in! The bank is open on a Wednesday. Now Malone doesn't get fouled, and that will do it at the horn.
Wow.
The Tomcats get the win, 64 to 56, your final in this one. What a game it was, I will say.
If I had to sum this game up. In a few words, I say an insane range of emotions.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, we saw a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter. Going into the half, it looked like a blowout. I mean, it really did. And, by the end of the game,
you look at this, you'd think that they lost by a significant amount.
Yeah, you look at this, but it was an 8-point game with a minute left in the game. So I guess the takeaway from this for Plainfield North is, don't let that lead get too big, because they had a chance. They had multiple chances to come back, and they would cut the lead to about 10, and then it would get away from them again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely really surprising. Like, if you just saw like the box score in this game, you'd think, all right, this wasn't close. It was just a dominant performance.
Right.
This box score doesn't tell anything in the game.
No.
I think if Plainfield North can just make their shots and make their free throws, we could be in overtime right now. Who knows?
See this? This was a lot from the second half here. You saw Winnick there.
That's a player I want to see a lot more. I want to see Jalen Afalaju a lot more. He's a great player. I've seen him barely miss a 3 this tournament. Got to get him some more burn if I'm the coach for Plainfield North.
You really do. You really do. Let's see great highlights there from our students here at the Beacon Academy.
They give us some great stuff.
Me and Nate also are.
Oh, yeah, of course. And that will do it. So the Tomcats, 64. The Plainfield North Tigers, 56. And then make sure to stay tuned. We've got probably 15 minutes. Wheaton Academy takes on Plainfield East. Or pardon me, no. Wheaton Academy takes on Thornridge for the 7th game here at the 3rd day of the 66th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Tournament. And for everyone watching, thank you so much. Have a good night.
The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.